Molinaro made it comment on the floor.
Sorry.
Molinaro made it comment on the floor.
That's all right. I don't know why you're scared.
I would have liked to see more. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. They didn't win.
No, they got pounded.
Yeah.
All right, we're up. Welcome, everyone. This is the regular monthly board meeting for the Tioga County Industrial Development Agency. It is Wednesday, December 6th, 2023 at 4:40. The meeting is hereby called to order. Christine, could I have a roll call, please?
Jen Ceccarelli.
Yes.
Kevin Gillette.
Yes.
Mark Stabrad.
Here.
Tracy Manell.
Yes.
Eric Knowles.
Yes.
John Ward.
Yeah.
Mary Temple.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming tonight. We have no privilege of the floor. The first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes. I would seek a motion, please, to approve the November board meeting minutes.
So moved.
How about a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Now we go into financials. I just have a quick question, John. I had a note here. What do we end up doing with the land acquisition CD? 12 months, Chemung Canal.
I think that's on the agenda to talk about today, right? Just I think formally.
Yeah, we're gonna be asking permission
Okay,
as recommended by Finance Committee to change both of those. The land acquisition
and the capital improvement with that community. Okay.
Mhm, One
For 7 months.
community for 12 months.
12 months of Shimon.
And 7 months for the
For
that community. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure we cover that tonight. Thank you so much. John, was there anything else with the financials?
No, we're not, Christine and I talked about a few things, but just a couple minor cleanup items.
Okay. Super. Can I have a motion, please, to acknowledge the financials?
So moved.
How about a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Moving on to Leanne Tinney, Economic Development Update.
So we are in the process right now of making our annual appointments or reappointments to many of our boards. We have initiated the search for the community development specialist position that was vacated by Abby Ortu. So we have started the search there. I am serving on the steering committee for Cornell Cooperative Extension and their search for a new director. We were able to participate in the Racker groundbreaking event, which was really very well attended and really very nice event. And moving right along very quickly with that project. And we have 2 restore projects that we are overseeing, both of them still in the gathering paperwork stage. We're not going to see anything happening at Fuddy Duddy's or Tioga Trails for a little bit yet while they're working through the paperwork with the state. Our office was able to attend a tour of the soon to be opened Owego Donuts and Beer, which is really, really cool. They're anticipating their grand opening for December 17th. That's going to be a really neat experience over there for something entirely different for this area. So I would encourage you all to, whether you like the beer or you like the donuts, either way, you need to go and check it out. Something for everyone.
Village of Waverly, New York forward. We're coming to the completion of the strategic implementation plan, which will be submitted to the state by the end of this month. And then we'll wait for an announcement from the state as to what projects from what's being submitted will actually be awarded. That probably won't happen until after the first of the year. We're working on updates to several plans, including the countywide strategic plan, the hazard mitigation plan, and the solid waste management. Otherwise, it is business as usual. Brittany and Megan working hard on those DRI projects to get them wrapped up. We do have a couple that we're looking at probably having some sort of a announcement or groundbreaking on at the Sheer Paradise, a big project, and then Owego Donut and Beer. Both of them pretty significant DRI signature projects that we'll make a big deal out of. So we'll let you know when we get to that. I've reached out to Omar and waiting to hear back from him. So
You just did.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
yeah, it was nice. Nice. She did a good job. Thanks, Leanne. Christine, what you got?
So in executive session, I'll discuss the Buck Road Barnes and Silo asbestos abatement and demolition. Just an update. that we participated in the Tioga County Chamber Expo. Brittany Woodburn and I participated in a panel where she shared information about grant funding sources, and I shared the IDA loan programs.
And Marty and I attended with you for what was it? The economic forecasting presentation and award ceremony in the afternoon. It was a very well done program.
It was. And I had one interested person come up to me after that loan presentation, and he may pursue a loan, so at least one
Nice.
lead came out of that.
Good.
And
Yay.
also someone else stopped by the office today to follow up with Megan about some grant opportunities, and he met her there at the table, so
Nice.
it was fruitful. Onward, we have the audit committee. I sent to you all an engagement letter from the firm, and they'll start their audit the second week of January. Governance committee, just noting that Mary Townsend completed her ABO training, so this is a certification showing that she's met that requirement, and everybody else has done it at least once. On to the finance committee. So we're requesting full board approval by a motion to authorize cashing in and moving the Chemung Canal Trust capital improvement and land acquisition CDs, rolling one over back to Chemung Canal Trust for a 5% rate for 12 months, and the other one to Community Bank for 5% for a 7-month special.
What are the dollar amounts? You knew somebody was gonna ask.
I know, I got caught up with this gentleman stopped in our office wanting loan information that we had.
Sorry, if you don't have it right now.
I
it's all
should
right.
have
I can tell you,
I should have it.
land acquisition, $553,069.56. Capital improvement, $325,351.58. I asked Christine to look into this. We're gonna break our current CDs at like nominal to no interest. I think we'll incur less in penalties than we'll receive in 1 day's interest at the 5% rate, so there's no reason not to.
Okay, that's, yeah, it's a no brainer.
Good thing.
So move.
How about
That's why
second?
you're on
TV, Jeff.
All
We're
in
making
favor?
money. Aye.
Thank you. Opposed? Thank you.
Thanks, John.
That's in the plus column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing we brought him along, huh?
Yeah. Come on back next.
So loan fund applications, you've requested I pursue new funds for our loan programs. ARC advised they will come out with a new application process in 2024 that we can pursue, but those funds won't be available until 2025. So for now, I'm seeking permission to work on and submit a USDA IRP application by the end of December. And it'll be just like our current IRP program. We'll have annual payments back to USDA, and it'll be under the current scope.
So you're seeking permission to submit an application. Can I have a first?
Do you have to set dollar amounts or do they determine it?
I think it goes for whatever application you put in, there's certain.
If you do the RDBG, it's up to 100, less than 100,000 scores higher. That the IRP, you can go higher than that. You know what it is on the do you have any idea, Megan, on the IRP USDA application with the, no, but we've done 250,000, I think, on that. Might have done more than that, actually. So. The IRP is a loan. And the RDBG is a grant. So, and we are a REAP community, so this is USDA funding, we will get bonus, if you will, making an application to USDA, just being people that are a REAP community, so we'll probably get them.
And the RBDG will come out next year. We can pursue that as well. We were discussing staff maybe pursuing that to give really low interest rates, perhaps to support the waivability forward. But for now, IRP.
How about a motion to allow Christine to pursue this endeavor? How about a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Under the railroad updates, just want to let you all know that I did a council of government meeting where the town of Berkshire supervisor advised there's a crossing at Route 38 that folks fall on, whether they're walking or on their bikes or their motorcycles. So I reached out, asked RJ Corn to fix that, and they cold patched it. So hopefully that's sufficient going forward.
Resolved, yep.
Yeah.
Good.
That was in Berkshire.
Like,
I thought I read Berkshire.
yeah.
Yeah. They just replaced all that just a few years ago. I mean, all that concrete, precast, the whole 9 yards.
Fat people been walking on it. But anyway.
Yes, no.
I didn't see you out there.
So just so you know, the last couple of weeks I've noticed empty gondolas heading in Waitsmouth directions.
Yeah, they're up the tracks. They've been storing some.
They've been what?
There've been some up north on the track
Oh,
stored.
store full or,
I think the ones I noticed last were empty. but
Yeah,
It
so-
might be that they just push them up and they're bringing them in.
bring them down when you need them, yeah. So
That's a good sign for the
that's
activity.
why I thought it was a good sign, but
Yeah,
no, they're sitting there empty a long time, but we'll see.
stuff is happening though.
What's happening with, that thing up on Wake Street in North Valley with the guy was gonna build a campground, yurts.
Yurts.
What's the
That's-
yurts?
That's still happening.
Cause I saw something on Facebook about people think that they're building a tent city up there.
Oh, boy.
It's like, oh my God,
Tent cities
Here we
don't pay
go.
bills.
what's that?
The tent cities don't pay bills. That one might pay some.
Yeah, Mike.
No.
Yeah, Tioga State Bank's working. We had pursued a loan application with them, and now Tioga State Bank is the lead lender. They should be waiting for that appraisal to come in sufficient value, and then we'll loan 40,000 and they'll loan 70,000.
Yurts, it's ballpark, that's around it.
Your costs.
Yurts. Big yurt guy.
Unfortunately, there's no cheap way to appraise something like that, so.
Really?
It's interesting though, they're trying. Something.
Well, you can get a cheap, appraised cheap, but it's called land appraisal. Probably won't get the value you're looking for, but that's your cheap route.
Interesting. All right.
Sales tax exemptions are all within their authorized limits. I took Robinson off this list. They no longer report to us and they are officially done working for us. So we have Best Bev, and then these last four are those that have the sales tax exemption only supporting DRI projects. Onward to Owego Gardens 2. So Belvalock with Lane, just a refresher, you authorized we would pay $100 for the salting of the roadway, and I advised John DeLola that, going forward, we won't be paying those bills. It would be either home leasing or the county or the responsible parties, depending on the timing. And
Still waiting for the attorneys to do their work, so we can officially own the property, meaning we, the county.
Which attorney? This one?
Not this one.
It's not within your purview.
She said that it was,
Not you,
right,
no, it's between Pete and the
yeah, we've been
We're
out
out,
of that
you're out.
route for a long time.
But as Joe reminded us pre-meeting, they have all their property descriptions and legal descriptions all prepared from the work that
We did.
we
Yeah,
all
no, but it's
did, so. You should.
down to the last thing.
They're so close. They're on the first and goal from the one.
Everything's about football right now, man.
Longer than that.
Has the word been given as far as plowing?
Gary has
forward?
been,
He's all set to go?
they have been.
Okay, good.
There was just a little miscommunication.
Just want to make sure.
So regarding Veolia, I invoiced them for all the NICEAG bills we paid since January 2023 when that tank went in service. And I sent a second invoice for the clerk recording fees of that property transfer. I'm told those payments are coming. Developer agreements were signed by Jen, and I'm supposed to receive fully executed versions by Friday. And Veolia will be giving us our refund by wire payment directly to our checking account, and that should be, they say, before the end of the year is their preference for their accounting purposes, so we should be getting it this month. And anticipated cost versus final cost, I did send out an email about that. I don't know if we want to go over that again, or if you feel that's unnecessary.
You send it out. I mean,
I think we're
I think
okay.
everybody looked at it.
All right, okay, great. Moving on, we have Richford Railroad study and the Raymond Hadley study, both being completed by Larson Design Group. They did let me know that, that they had intended to finish them both by the end of this year, and now they're saying by the end of January to anticipate completed studies. And on to the ARC Penn building study. Eric, John, and I looked at all three bids by Hunt, Delta, and Fagan, and are recommending proceeding with the Hunt proposal. Pull that up here.
Christine, would you turn this way when you speak?
Yes. Thank you. Sorry.
Me and him.
I've got
He
one
won't
too, I
own up
can't
to
hear
it, but it's true.
Sorry.
I hear just fine. What?
So out of all three proposals, they were all a little different. They weren't necessarily apples to apples. Some included the full scope of work. Some didn't really detail the scope at all, and that was concerning. And Hunt had a base bid of 75,000 plus 10,000 for the bid documents, and the geotech is estimated 25 to 30,000. So in total, we're looking at 115,000 max on this, 110 to 115,000 max, and ARC is still contributing their original contribution of 26.5.
Geotech is dependent upon getting these guys right now. It's hard to get geotech. So if they're available, it'd be lower. If it's not, it could be up at that 25 to 30 range. I talked to the person. They don't do their own geotech, so they sub it. So that's their number. Just working with the construction people and talking to the different companies and about the different companies. We felt pretty firm with that. Hunt was a pretty solid. And it gives us a look at them. If that's something we have good experience with them, then it gives us something moving forward.
Just seeking authorization to enter this contract with them.
So moved.
How about a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Local meat capacity grant, we still have not received word that it was approved. We keep reaching out to their, customer service email, if you will, which responds and says, please give us a few more weeks. We're working diligently. So still hoping for an approval on that.
I would like to say that I would just like to keep that on the agenda as long as possible, because I just like the sound of the local meat capacity grant. It just sounds pretty cool, right? You know, who else has that on their agenda?
What's this got to do with football?
And his son played on the wing. Tioga football.
Go.
They're trying to connect it all back.
Everything's going back
It's
to
all
football.
coming back.
For the third time.
For the third time.
For the third time, bless their hearts. There you go.
I think it was the first for the Mumble boy, but I think the third
Did I
time.
ever tell you I'm a Hager Central alumni?
No.
Now you know.
Oh my God, here
Did
we
you talk to Josh about his big win? Josh Rowe? I'm sure he's in heaven too.
He was almost in heaven when he fell out of his tree stand a month
Yes.
ago. He was very close to heaven
He
there.
was very close to having
Like one helicopter right away.
No.
punctured lung, broken ribs. Yeah, wrecked.
Oh.
Did not know
One
that.
good.
Yeah,
I guess
he woke
for
up-
that-
He woke up on the way to the ground.
Oh.
One of
Because he
those
didn't
ones
think
where
he
you,
needed to tie himself off.
Yeah.
Only gonna be here for a few minutes.
Sorry, this is big. We gotta. talk
Oh,
about this.
boy.
Yeah.
I've already talked about this. So
And if Dean Smith hadn't noticed his truck sitting over there, he probably would have died.
Oh, my God, I
Very
hadn't heard that.
All right,
Okay,
More
feel
football.
better, Josh.
we'll bring some more football.
God bless
in
Josh,
6 minutes.
let's move
God
on.
bless you. Blodgett Road, so soil and water, they haven't received approval on that submission to fix the creek bed that's affecting the pole and potentially the railroad there.
It's not anything to do with football, so we don't even care about that. Move right on.
The big football night.
So moved. Well.
So, can I have a motion, please, to move into executive session?
So moved.
How about a second?
Again.
All in favor?
Get down to the park.
Let's just go.
So